Welcome to the Hormone Hub, your go-to source for the conversations every woman in her 40s and 50s needs to have. I'm your host, Kylie Pinwell, your nutritionist helping you navigate your way through perimenopause, menopause and beyond so you can say goodbye to the endless fatigue, unexplained weight gain, hot flushes, PMS, mood changes and more that come on this hormonal roller coaster. If you missed the memo or think this is only for women of a certain age, ladies, it's time to think again. Now sit back, relax and enjoy the show. Don't forget to hit subscribe so you don't miss any of my latest episodes, which are released every week. Share it with your friends, your sweaty sisters. The more we talk, the more we help each other. Hello, and welcome back to the Hormone Hub. It is your host here, Kylie Pinwell, and this week there has been a theme, okay? Now, I hate seeing women throwing away their hard-earned moolah on, things that just aren't going to cut it for them, okay? Now, today we're specifically talking supplements and supplements that you might find on Facebook. I know my newsfeed is flooded with them, things that promise to fix your hormones, your digestion, give you a detox, make you sleep like babies, unpack the dishwasher, Well, it may as well. But yeah, so today I want to just have a chat about that whole kind of big, messy realm that is supplements. All right, so there's no doubt that hormonal shifts can lead to, a huge number of annoying symptoms, health concerns, things like fatigue, mood swings, hot flushes, joint pains, there's a lot going on. And while it is very easy to be tempted by clever marketing and, the ideal of a magic pill and, of course they always have 1,000 testimonials, which, oddly all look the same, just saying, I want to spill the beans on what is really going on. So at least you're able to make an informed choice about what you're buying. And I think that's really important, know what you're getting yourself in for. Okay, so first up, I know you're wondering, do I use supplements with my clients? And the answer is, for the most part, yes, I do. And what I use, I'll get to that in a second, but, we do a detailed health history of our clients. We go in, we do a hormone assessment, we have a look, we talk to them about what's going on. We have a look at their blood tests. And then that way we're able to steer them in the right direction. Okay, so I'll jump into that in a second. But what I do with my clients is we get the basics right first. Okay, so no pill, no supplement, no powder is going to fix things if you're not getting the basics right. Okay, so first up, we need to clean up your diet and lifestyle first. You cannot out supplement a shabby diet and lifestyle. As nice as that would be, just like we can't out exercise a bad diet, we can't out supplement one either. So let's cover that off first. So as our bodies and our hormones change, and it becomes more important to focus on nutrient-dense foods that are going to support your overall health and well-being. Okay, so some of the best foods for nutritional support would be, number one, your leafy greens. So things like spinach, kale, rocket, broccoli, all your Asian greens, collard greens. So these are all rich in nutrients like vitamin K, vitamin C, folate. They also contain antioxidants that can help reduce inflammation and support heart health and, fiber that supports your digestive system as well. Number two, berries. Beautiful. Blueberries, raspberries, strawberries, whatever's in season. There's no magic berry, okay? But the reason berries get such a good rap is they're high in antioxidants, which helps reduce inflammation, helps support brain health. They're also, low, not that we could talk calories, but they are low in calories. They're high in fiber, which, makes them a great choice for snacks and things like that. Number three, great thing to have in your diet, fatty fish. So fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, sardines, they're all rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which are important for heart health, brain function. They also help reduce inflammation and support joint health. Nuts and seeds, perfect snack. almonds, walnuts, chia seeds, flax seeds, all high in healthy fats. They're high in fiber, they're high in protein. So you're getting a lot of bang for your buck. And again, they're looking at reducing that inflammation, supporting brain health, and they do help reduce or lower the risk of chronic diseases. So things like heart disease, diabetes as well. Protein is really important at, this stage of life. Protein helps control our blood sugar. It helps fill us up, and, maintain our muscle mass as well. So again, we get protein from nuts and seeds. We get protein from the fatty fish. Red meats, lean cuts of, red meat, important for iron as well. Chicken, you know where I'm going with this, don't you? Whole foods. And then, don't forget our grains. I think the whole paleo movement sort of put the fear of God into us about, whole grains. But when we look at things like brown rice, quinoa, oats, again, they're high in fiber, which is going to help support our digestion and, lower our risk of chronic disease. Great source of B vitamins and minerals like magnesium and selenium too, which is, really important for our thyroid health. So they're the sort of foods we should be eating most of the time, okay? Now, it's important to know, or focus on a varied diet that includes a mix of nutrient-dense foods. So every single food in all sorts of different colours has something to offer. So it gives us vitamins, it gives us minerals, it gives us the nutrients that our body needs, and our body works best with food. All right, so the things that we should stay away from, and, this isn't rocket science, we all know this, processed foods. So our packaged foods, fast foods, frozen meals, these are often high in sodium, added sugars, unhealthy fats. These contribute to inflammation and increase our risk of chronic disease, so heart disease, diabetes. So again, focus on whole nutrient-dense food. Sugary drinks, so soft drinks, sodas, energy drinks, sweetened coffee, tea, so all your iced teas and things like that. So the single biggest thing you can do for your health, honestly, is give up sugary drinks and instead opt for water, herbal tea, unsweetened drinks. So you can add in your own flavors, add in some citrus, add in berries, add in cucumber, rather than having a sweetened drink. Reducing our intake of alcohol can absolutely 100%, improve our health as well. So my golden rule of thumb with my clients is 1 to 2 drinks, 1 to 2 days a week. Okay, so, you can still live, but, it's really not doing us any favors. Something we need to sort of look at as, and this is something that I don't talk about all the time, is, sedentary lifestyle. So we need to be moving our bodies. Now, we don't need to be doing necessarily boot camp every day of the week, but as long as we're moving, and if you're sort of have fallen off the exercise wagon, it's been a while, start with 10 minutes, 10 minutes up. Get yourself around the block. If you can do half an hour, great. If you can do an hour, even better. So we do need to move. All right, so things to avoid: smoking, that's a no-brainer. I'm not even going to talk about it. We all know that. And one of the biggest sort of lifestyle things is learning to manage our stress. Okay, so stress, when we have sort of chronically elevated cortisol, if we are just, pushing through, if we're tired all the time, we need to focus on that stress management. So things like deep breathing exercises, regular exercise, mindfulness, meditation, it's all going to help reduce our stress. Okay, so all of these things are going to help support our overall health and well-being and are far more valuable and impactful than trying to chase down the right supplement. Okay, so get those basics down first. And if you need some support, that's what we do. Okay, so what do I use with my clients in terms of supplements? All right, so many women turn to, over-the-counter supplements, all those supplements that fill up our news feeds on social media. And what I actually use with my clients is practitioner-only brands. Okay, so these give a range of benefits that really you do not get, when you're looking at over-the-counter things. Now, the reason I use them is, they're formulated using high quality ingredients. There's been extensive research and they've been tested at a therapeutic dose. Okay. So these products are designed to deliver targeted doses of those key nutrients. So what you are taking, are you getting what you need? And what you are taking is actually going to make a difference to you. So in contrast, a lot of these, retail brands, the over-the-counter supplements, the off-Facebook things, they often contain lower quality ingredients. They contain fillers, they contain additives, which at the end of the day can be detrimental to your overall health and well-being. In addition, dosages of key nutrients, it just might not be enough. It's got a sprinkling of things in there. So think about it. If a product sounds really impressive and you look at the ingredients and there's 100 ingredients and those 100 ingredients are jammed into a tiny capsule, how much of each ingredient is there actually, and is it what you need? Okay. And the other sort of advantage of a practitioner-only supplement is, or, using these brands, is you're under the guidance of a health professional, so someone who is going to support you by recommending the right supplements for what you need. Okay, rather than you wasting money and effort on something that's not right for you. And also a practitioner will, let you know how long you need to be taking these for. So sometimes you might need a supplement for a short while just to sort of give you some support where you need it, give you a boost. And then others are great for maintenance. But it's important to know, what are you taking? Why are you taking it? So when we're sort of buying things from the pharmacy, buying it from the supermarket or buying it off Facebook, they're often marketed directly, with no guidance, no support from a healthcare professional. So this is why, everyone's confused, frustrated when you're trying to select the right products and determine the appropriate doses as well. So your practitioner brands, they might be, more expensive in the short term, but, I 100% believe that the higher cost is kind of aligned with higher quality and greater effectiveness as well. And they're targeted, specialized formulas that are going to address a specific health concern. Okay. So, a perimenopause woman with heavy periods and, pain and cramps and migraines has very different needs to a postmenopausal woman who is anxious and hot and sweaty and can't sleep. Okay, so we've got two different things, but a lot of these products are just, it's a hormone product. You're all getting the same thing, which is not what you need. Okay, so while your over-the-counter products, your on Facebook products might be more readily available and less expensive, they are often lacking quality and effectiveness of those practitioner supplement brands. So work with an accredited practitioner. Select high quality supplements, and that's going to get you there faster. Okay, so what do I use with my clients? Okay, so I do have a few favorites. This Hormone Hub episode is sponsored by our free Hormone Help call. On the call, we'll give you some clarity around what's causing your symptoms and the 3 simple steps you can start using straight away. And if you're ready to take the next step and find out how we can help you, we can talk about that too. So if you're constantly feeling tired, struggling with weight gain, PMS, mood swings, bloating, not sleeping at night, cravings, anxiety, all the things, we're ready to help. If you're ready to ditch those sugar cravings, regain your energy and shift that stubborn weight, then let us help you balance your hormones, reset your metabolism and get your confidence back so you can live the life you're meant to. The link with the details to our Hormone Help call is in our show notes or over at kyliepinwall.com. Okay, and, I'm going to start off with magnesium. All right, so magnesium is probably my overall favourite. I take it daily religiously, and most of my clients would end up on a good quality magnesium. Okay, so magnesium, why are we taking it? It's going to play a role in muscle and nerve function. It's going to promote a healthy stress response, and it can even help with your bowel movements by relaxing those muscles in your digestive tract. Okay, so we want to have a look at ideally somewhere between 300 to 600 milligrams a day, and quite often in a formulation that has magnesium plus 100 other things, you're lucky to get 100. We want to have cofactors in there. So specifically for women, in their 40s and 50s, taurine is a beautiful cofactor that sits really lovely alongside magnesium. We need 3 grams a day, to get the benefits of that. It's going to help with our mood. It's going to help with nervous system support. So they're two that go beautifully together. And I think a really good sort of day-to-day, keep your mood healthy, keep your nervous system supported, keep that stress response supported. All right, so the next supplement that I really love is digestive enzymes. Okay, so digestive enzymes are proteins that break down food into, like smaller molecules, so your body can actually absorb it, absorb the nutrients from your food. So what happens as we age, our body definitely produces fewer digestive enzymes. And then this sort of then leads to things like bloating, gas, indigestion. So when we sort of add in these digestive enzymes, they can help support our body's natural digestive process. And again, you need to be taking enough of them and the right form for it to actually make a difference. And just while we're on digestive health, one of my favorite products that I use, with a lot of my clients who come in who might have constipation, they might have bloating, they might have loose bowels or diarrhea, they might have IBS kind of type symptoms. And, it's probably 80% of my clients, to be honest, have some form of digestive issue. When we think digestive supplements, we all sort of the first thing that everybody kind of thinks of is probiotics, but it's actually not. What we need is, which I think is more important, is our prebiotics. So prebiotic fiber is, it basically keeps our digestive system healthy. It helps keep our good gut bugs happy because it offers food for them, and it helps to promote sort of regular bowel movements. So, easy to pass, well formed, you sit on the toilet, boom, there you go, and a couple of times a day. So like I said, it feeds our good gut bugs. It creates a healthy environment for our gut bacteria. And, we want our fiber, ideally from food, 100%. But sometimes if you've had constipation, long term, you need some help. So things like Metamucil, Benefiber are just so wrong because, we don't want something that's going to inflame your digestive system. So, Benefiber has wheat. Metamucil, it has food colouring in it. It has, thickeners in it. It's just awful. So what we want instead is sort of, I guess, a cleaner product. And I love guar gum for my clients and also acacia fibre. And, there are a few products that's all they have in it is guar gum and acacia fibre together. Mix it in water, drink it twice a day, and, you will be pooing at least once a day, and if you're not pooing at least once a day, ladies, we need to work on that. One thing when it comes to digestive health that is a massive big no-no is bentonite clay, okay? It's like running sandpaper through your intestines, okay? It's abrasive and awful, and if you have already got digestive issues going on, it's just going to potentially make things worse. So I do not recommend going anywhere near anything with bentonite clay. Another supplement that I love is, or nutrients rather than supplements, is zinc, iron, and vitamin Bs. So if you think these nutrients, they're found in food. So we should always get it from food first. And they're needed by every single cell in our body. We need them to make our hormones. We need them to make our neurotransmitters. We need it to support our metabolism. It's 100% essential for our thyroid to work properly. And that's like the little center for our metabolism. It helps support our stomach acid and that whole digestive process, so it's really important to, bring those in with food. And then if we're, a little bit deficient, certainly it's worth supplementing with those. Vitamin D is another favorite of mine. Okay, so when we have our blood tests, the normal level for vitamin D is anything over 50. But if you have any form of autoimmune conditions, if you have any bone loss or osteopenia or osteoporosis, we want your level to be up over 120. Okay, so regular, otherwise healthy people, over 100 for vitamin D. Anyone with autoimmune or any sort of bone loss, over 120. Now, what you buy over the counter with vitamin D is a maintenance dose. Okay, so it's not going to be effective enough to increase our vitamin D levels. So again, this is where, a health practitioner can guide you on, that sort of initial dose to boost you to get your levels up and quite quickly too. And then, determine, do you need a maintenance dose? Okay, to keep them up there. All right, so they're just a few of my favorites, and I think I'll just mention one more that is worth it. So L-theanine. So this is an amino acid that's found in green tea. So think of it as our happy amino. So it helps reduce our stress, it helps promote relaxation, and it's also very useful for improving our quality of sleep. Okay, so green tea is, where you'd find it in foods. It's also, in good magnesium supplements that also happen to have taurine. We'll also have a therapeutic dose of L-theanine if you need some support for, stress, relaxing, sleeping, all of those things as well. So it is important, and I think it's worth mentioning that, speak to your healthcare provider before you take any supplements. Now, doctors are not trained on supplements. So, just saying, they're not. So, get some professional advice, and because we also want to make sure that it's safe for you and it's going to be effective, particularly if you've got any underlying medical conditions or if you're taking any medications. For instance, if you are taking any form of medication, you don't want to take a detox powder, okay, particularly within 2 hours of taking your medication. And, no one is ever telling, clients this. So you need to sort of give that gap in between your medication, because if you're taking liver supplements and detox supplements, you don't want those. You don't want that metabolized by your liver faster, or you don't want your medication metabolized by your liver before it has its, chance to go in and do its job. So really be careful with any greens powders, detox powders. Also, probably the highest or the biggest risk of interactions with medications would be with herbs, more so than with nutrients, particularly with antidepressants and anti-anxiety medications. So it is important to get, advice from a health practitioner. So if you do need some help and some support, you are more than welcome to reach out. This is what we do. And I hope this is helpful for you. So, just remember, look at diet and lifestyle first. Then, look at what you might be taking, why you are taking it, and then also look at the form and the dosage. Are you, is it going to make a difference? Well, I hope that's helpful, and I will see you in the next episode. Thank you for taking the time to listen today. You can head on over to the show notes at kyliepinwell.com/podcast, where you'll find all the links, and I have a little bonus surprise waiting for you. Before we go, it would mean the world to me if you head on over to your favourite podcasts channel, subscribe and leave a review. Make sure to screenshot it, DM it to me so I can thank you personally. Then stay tuned for next week's episode. Can't wait to see you then.